Hi everyone, welcome to Multicultural Literature Week 7. So this week our theme is celebrations, and I think it will give more of a, well-rounded addition to what we've looked at so far. I also am going to talk a little bit about your literary project drafts that are due this week. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so your assignments for this week are pretty straightforward. We've got reading reflection 7 and discussion board number 7 both due Friday, and then your literary project draft is going to be due this coming Sunday. So your reading reflection is going to be based obviously off the readings for this week. Just a couple of reminders, make sure that you're referring to all of the readings that we have, kind of making connections between them, maybe discussing the overall theme for this week. Then in your discussion board, I am seeing some really great posts, original threads from you all, but I'm not seeing a lot of responses to others. So please don't forget, you also need to respond to 2 others in our forum. And I'm also going to talk a little bit more about your drafts in just a moment. So the theme for this week is celebrations. And I think when we initially hear the word celebration, we might think of a party, a barbecue, a birthday, a wedding, something, that gets your family together and laughing and having fun together in a group. And I think that that's definitely part of the readings this week. But also, when you think of the idea of celebrating something in multicultural literature, I think we also want to consider that we celebrate who we are, where we come from, what we've accomplished, and that is just as much a part of a celebration as, say, a obvious party. So I want you to keep that in mind with the readings this week. I think, on their face, some of them are like, well, this isn't, doesn't seem like everybody's having a great time, but there is still a level of celebration, and I want you to think really hard about what is being celebrated and how. So with the readings this week, I kind of picked out a couple questions I want you to think for each piece. So the first reading that you've got is called The English Lesson, and this is the story of a ESL class, and it's ending its final class. And I want you to think about, just in general, how does this English class compare to ones that you have had? And what do you think about the students in the course, the teacher, their interactions? What do you think they're celebrating and how? And then the next piece is called Rice Planting. This is written by a Japanese American author about the importance of rice. And I have a lot of experience with Japanese cuisine and culture, having lived there for a few years, and I definitely can see the connection between food and culture. I think that's very salient for a lot of Japanese people. And I want you guys to kind of think about why food is part of cultural celebration, both the special, those birthday parties, the barbecues, the weddings, but also the everyday, the daily lunches, or, how do we kind of celebrate who we are through the food that we make. Then there's a piece called Powwow 79 Durango. And this is about, as the title says, a powwow, which is a celebratory event held in Native American culture. But I want you to think about how this event is both celebration and sorrow. I think in my experience with Native American literature, a lot of the pieces that we encounter are both celebrating what exists of Native American culture and also mourning what no longer is. I think this is most prevalent in Native American literature, but if you guys have a different perspective, I absolutely welcome it. And then, what part does music play in cultural celebrations? Particularly for this powwow, there's a lot of discussion of the drums and how that has healing power for, what the past has brought. Then finally, there is another piece by Maya Angelou called Ain't That Bad, and then one followed by Call Letters. So these are 2 different pieces, but both celebrating Black culture and Angelou herself's kind of individual sense of self as part of that Black culture. And actually, Call Letters is going to be the inspiration for our discussion board this week. We're actually going to write our own celebratory poems. So I'm really excited to see how you guys, interpret these readings and kind of make connections between them. So make sure that you draw on these for your reflection and the discussion board. And then the other assignment I wanted to chat about was your literary project draft. So You have 5 different format options. You should have chosen one for your proposal a few weeks ago. If you'd like to change your format, you can, but I want you to remember that we are on a time crunch. The draft is due this week, the final draft due next week. So the analysis essay and PowerPoint, I think, are most straightforward. That does not mean they are better or worse. It just means that maybe you've done them before or you're more familiar. The poster, creative writing piece, and video are more challenging, I think a little more creative based, but they do allow a little more freedom. So I really want you to pick an option that you feel works for you, that you're not just comfortable with, but maybe a little challenged by. And I really want you to kind of think about what will best represent what you've learned from multicultural literature and the theme that you chose for your project. So, you know, if you are choosing a PowerPoint because you feel like it's going to be easy, I would really encourage you to maybe rethink that choice. But if you're choosing a PowerPoint because you think visually it'll really help you to represent all that you've learned, then absolutely, please go for it. So if you have any questions about the drafts, please reach out to me. Don't wait until the last minute because this is a quick class and we don't have a lot of time, but that doesn't mean that I'm not here to assist you if you need. I'm really looking forward to these drafts, and again, just reach out either via email or during my office hours on Teams, and I will be happy to help.